Hey everyone, welcome back to the Simple Life of Natalie Joe. I'm Natalie, obviously, I guess. Today I just wanted to talk about some general, I guess, I don't know, some things to keep in mind with back to school starting, kids out and about doing various activities, other things, stuff like that. And just general, I think, things everyone should keep in mind. I guess the first thing is um, just take extra caution on the roads, like when you're out and about, especially when school's starting, like when the buses are out, when kids are going to school and from school. Just make sure that you stop for the buses if they have the thing out. If they do, just make sure that you're watching the kids. Sometimes they just do crazy things. So just, kids going to and from school, no matter how they go, if they walk, if they take the bus, if they drive, someone drives them. But yeah, so just, take extra caution on the roads so we can watch out for the kids. And the teachers and anyone else that's involved in the schools. The next thing is fundraisers. I know there's a lot of kids, school activities, sports teams that are doing some fundraisers so they can, get new equipment or whatever they need for their teams, their clubs or extracurricular activities. You don't have to be, if someone approaches you, knocks on your doors, asks if you want to donate to XYZ football program, whatever sports team, club that they're in, you can say no. That's always an option. If you don't have the money for it or whatever, just politely say, not at this time, I'm really sorry, whatever. I'm sure they're used to people saying no. But if you do want to, contribute to whatever, by all means do so. I feel like any fundraiser that goes to any sort of kids sports program, club, schools, I feel like it's well worth my money. That's just me, but I will always, if I can, I always try to donate or buy whatever they're selling. Recently I got this like discount card it was to help the football program, the high school football program. But like I said, I know that the fundraisers and stuff I feel like they shouldn't be needed, but just the way that the country, especially in the state of Ohio and probably all over the country, it's just the way that unfortunately the schools and the teams and the clubs have to get the extra money for whatever they need. More uniforms, updated equipment, safety things, or to fund whatever trips or things that they need to do. I mean, unfortunately, that's just the reality of it. I don't want to be the one person, well, I don't want to contribute to school, I don't have any money, or I don't have any kids at the school. I mean, that's not really the point here. The point is the kids need the extra money for whatever they're doing. And I just want to make sure that if I have the extra money to get whatever or do what, if it's a discount card that I'm buying or some item that they're doing, or if they're just asking for donations, I want to make sure that they have what they need so they can continue with the extracurricular activities. They don't have to shut anything down, stuff like that. I know that sometimes the teams, the clubs, the music program means a lot to the kids. So I just want to make sure that, I don't have any kids in the schools, or I don't have any kids in general, but I just want to make sure that, if their team or club or whatever it is, means something to them and they want to do the fundraising, I want to make sure that if I have the extra money, I can help them. I remember last year I don't remember. I think it was maybe for the wrestling team. I don't remember what it was for. Maybe some sports team. This kid knocked on my door. He was just asking for donations. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot of extra cash. I think I had like $3. I go, this is all I have. He goes, he was super grateful for the $3 or whatever I gave him was. And he was, just happy that I tried. So, but it was just like, well, I mean, here, you can have it. It's not much, but, but he was happy that I, gave him something. But yeah, so just make sure that you're, if you can and if you want to, make sure that you can, if they are selling something or doing something for a club that, they can. You can help them. Another thing is, if you do have kids in the school, I mean, I guess you can maybe do a variation of whatever. Or if you know a teacher, have a friend that's a teacher, no teachers. But this may be something that your kids or someone, or you can do personally. Let's say that you have a kid in school. You can pack them like extra snacks in their lunchbox if they pack, and let them know, be like, that they can share. I don't want to see any kid go hungry. So, maybe be like, hey, I put some extra stuff in your lunchbox or your backpack. So if you have a friend that doesn't have anything, or if you want to share, go ahead. I mean, I don't know I feel like kids or schools are, I don't know how to say this, I don't know how to phrase this, but I know that sometimes with all the allergies and stuff going on, schools have to be fair and stuff like that. I don't know if you can maybe call like your local school, be like, hey, wanted to bring some extra like bags of chips or some snacks over. Is there anything that, is this something that you'd be able to do or take if I wanted to bring something over, or something like that. I know I watched this teacher, I think it's called Teachers Off Duty. They're teachers and they talk about different things and stuff like that, like school related things that they do, administration, stuff like that. And one of them, she was like, as she was cleaning out her desk last year, at the end of last year, she had some like snacks and stuff in her drawer. But sometimes teachers keep snacks and stuff in their like drawers and in their classroom for whatever reason. But that's something that you could maybe, like I said, if you have like a teacher friend or something like that, be like, hey, I don't know if you have like a snack bin in your classroom. Is there something that, I'd like to help you out with that? Is there something that your kids really like, or you think that would be okay for almost anyone in your class, or something like that? You can always ask them, drop it or give it to them whenever. Another thing is school lunches. I know that sometimes I feel like every school district and every school maybe has different ways of doing this overdue school lunch things. But you can always go to the office or call them, or go to the office or call the school, be like, hey, I wanted to put some money in some school kids' accounts. Do you, is there a process that I can do that? Maybe catch someone up, just, or if you know that certain kids or a certain student, or if you have just like an extra fund that, like an extra bucket or whatever, if you can put the money in, so if there's like throughout the year, if kids run low or don't have, the kids don't have a whole lot of extra money in their account, you could always put it in there. Just ask. I mean, I feel like the school secretaries or whoever is in the office can really direct you on how to like help out if you want to, or if there's things that you want to do or attempt to do, or try to help them out, like teachers, school, the kids, whatever. be like, hey, I know I don't have any kids at the school, but what I want to help out. What is something I can do to help out? I'm sure they'll be grateful for whatever you um think of. I mean, like I said, call and ask. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. If they say no, that's fine. Or if they say not at this time, you know, just ask. I'm sure the people at the schools can tell you exactly probably what works best, what helps best. So, there's that. I know it's kind of back to school time, like I said. You want to make sure that like I said, take extra caution on the roads. I know it's kind of, like I said, I live in Ohio. I know that there's a lot of different things that I feel like can be improved upon in the schools, and I'm not sure how to do it. I know that you can, there's and I feel like I'm so bad at this, and I feel like I could do a lot more. And I really need to call and talk to there's I think an elementary school like kind of near me that I just need to be like, hey, I have some questions, and it's okay if you say no, or if you, or whatever, just let me know. But like I said, I feel like I need to take this advice too, but don't be afraid to, to ask, to be willing to, or even, I just thought of this, but, also you can call the school and be like, hey, I'd love to volunteer, at your school. I don't know if there's any volunteer options coming up. I'm free available between these times. If there's something I could, or these days, I'd love to do something or help out. It's like, and I know that there's restrictions and probably some things that they have to do, but it doesn't hurt to check. But there's also, like, I feel like schools like need improvement. Not probably the physical buildings too, but the school systems, the way they do things. Teachers, I feel like maybe sometimes don't get the pay that they deserve and the time that they need, and they have to spend their own money on things. And I get it. So I feel like anything you can do to help out a teacher or anything like that, or help out a school or a kid, I'm all for it. And I remember this was a couple years ago, but back before they went digital, but the box tops for education that were on certain products, I remember, like, this was probably at least 10-ish years ago. I put a message on Facebook, be like, hey, any teacher friends, I have box tops for education. Does anyone want them? I'd be happy to send them to you. I'd be happy, I'd be happy to give them to you, send them to you if you want them. You just have to let me know that you want them, and I'll keep them for you, and I'll send them to you. And one of my friends actually was like, pick me. I want them. And I was like, okay, let me know or let me know if you want them, or how you want me to send them to you, or a good place to send them to you is, because I will definitely keep them. And she was so happy that I did that. I did it a couple times before. I just sent her some and be like, here you go. I know that it wasn't a lot that I sent her, but I figured if I sent her 10, 15-ish, 5-ish, whatever I sent her, she would put to good use. And I get that. I feel like any little bit that I could help out, even if it seemed insignificant to me, probably really helped her and benefited her. So don't think that whatever you contribute to a teacher or a school, or even packing extra snacks or goodies in your kid's lunch, doesn't help, because I feel like it does. Anything helps. But yeah, so if you want to, just help, any kid, any teacher. I wish I knew more, but that my one teacher friend doesn't live really close to me. But I wish I knew a teacher close to me. So, um, but yeah, so if you have any ideas on back to school, helping, schools, teachers, etc., leave them in the comments. Do what you need, or do what you feel your heart leads you to do. Do what you can. I know that sometimes budgets are tight, things are tight, so if you can only manage an extra snack or two in your kids' lunch, that's probably more than most people do. But yeah, so like I said, leave comments down below what you could do to help out schools, clubs, teachers, all the fun stuff in the comments. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you next time.